Mama said you're a pretty girl. What's in your head?
Hey guys, it's Honoria doing something totally different. As you saw in the beginning, I lost 11 pounds. Yay! I'm so excited. I wanted to do something totally different. I wanted to do a video. I want you all to see me, hear me, not have to read. I plan on doing this at least every weigh-in. I might do random videos, just depending on how I'm feeling. But I did want to focus on certain things. I wanted to explain how happy I am. No, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to also just explain a couple of things as far as how's the fast going, what I feel about the weight loss, and my strengths and weaknesses for this past week. So here we go. So for my weight loss, of course, I'm excited. It's 11 pounds, y'all. So, not that I've not lost 11 pounds before. It just feels different. I feel more focused on the weight coming off. I do have some more work that I do need to do as far as finding more time to make sure I get in the gym at least 5 times out of the week. So I gotta work that in. Working 2 jobs, it's hard. So I need to find more time to do that, to make it more important, as well as make sure that once I get off the fast, I don't go back to the fast foods or the fried foods, things that I know I don't need in my diet. So that's something that I am going to work on, and just something I know I need to make sure that I don't let go lightly as, oh, it's just food. No. It's what got me here. As far as the Daniel fast, it has been amazing. And when I say amazing, I have shed some tears in these 8 days. And I have been on my knees thanking God for just being able to say thank you. It's different. It's really different. And I say different because when I was fasting or have fasted before, it was because either the church was doing it or some friends wanted to do it. It was never because I really wanted to do it for myself and I saw that I needed to do it. This time, I actually see that this is something that I need to do. I am allowing God to work on areas in my life that, I've pretended that weren't there, or I pretended that it wasn't a problem. And I'm seeing that there are a lot of things that God is doing in my life that I need to surrender. So, certain things as far as just worrying all the time, or, wondering how people accept me. And that kind of rolls into my weaknesses as far as something I talked to you all about probably about 2 weeks ago. So, but that's kind of a weakness for this week too. So, but I'll touch on that a little later in the video. But the scriptures have been more touching to me, and some of them have been scriptures that I've read before, but they're more touching and they mean a lot more than what they did. I'm just asking God to continue to work on me, and that I understand that He has favor on my life, and certain situations that I'm in right now in my life, sometimes I get afraid. I get afraid on what's going to happen next. If I can deal with it, or if it's really for me. I think my biggest thing is worrying and allowing the devil to attack my mind. And that's what I was speaking to my mom about today, as far as I know God has something in store for me, and I know He's doing wonderful things right now. It's just that sometimes the devil gets in and we allow him, and we know it's not right, but it's like, well, what if? And I had that moment just yesterday, was in tears for really no reason. Just, allowing the devil to attack me, knowing that, God has blessed me abundantly, and I don't deserve any of it. I really don't. And I think when we're fasting and allowing God to take over and allowing God to move in areas of our lives that we hadn't allowed before and surrendering, that's when the devil sees it. Oh, no, she's doing certain things. But I am glad that I'm in this position because I'm learning a lot about me. And I know this has nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, God's going to get all the glory, regardless of what the devil does. But I cannot allow him to attack me and allow him to alter my mind into thinking that to thinking that the Lord does not have my best interest. So in this fast, I'm really starting to want to learn more about God and wanting to trust his word, and I'm more hungry. And even through the tears, through the sad times or even doubting, I know deep down in my heart that God has so much for me. He's just trying to prepare me for those things. I heard a songwriter say, you asking for a Ferrari, but you can't even keep up with, your Honda. Or, you're asking for that mansion, but you can't even, pay your bills on time for your regular house. So I know that God's not done with me. And I'm thankful that he's not done with me. So I'm just praying for more of God's favor, more of strength, more understanding, and a peace to come over me to know that regardless of the situations that are going on in my life, God is still good and he hasn't left me. And I just need to keep on pressing on. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. As far as my strengths for this week, I'm going to switch it around. I usually do my weaknesses first, but I'm going to talk about my strengths. I have been drinking a lot of water, and I know I told y'all that I've been doing the 8 glasses or whatever, but I'm now starting to walk around with things like this. Like 2 of them a day. I drink at least one of these and a half of another one. And I'm just so proud of myself because I really do not. I've never known myself to just really like water. I add like lemon juice sometimes, or I'll add lime juice. Also, I might even push down a few strawberries in my water or some mint and let it soak for about a few hours, and then overnight, and then in the morning, it's delicious. But it's so cleansing. And I've also been taking a tea by Yogi. It's a detox tea that I've also been drinking in the morning. I only drink it in the morning. So those are some things that I'm strong about. I feel strong about because I'm being consistent. I'm remaining consistent. And that's what's so important, is remaining consistent. And also sticking with the foods that I have been told to have during this fast, as far as fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grain rice, brown rice. So I really do feel like I can do this. Like other times I was like, oh, I'll do it for this moment, or I was looking for validation from somebody, or just at that moment, just like, oh, if I do this, if I knock off these few pounds, then I'll be able to get in that, or he'll be able to see this, or she'll be able to say this. It was not for me. And I'm starting to realize, Honoria, if you don't take care of yourself for yourself, why would you expect anybody else to care about you or to, really take you serious? I feel so relieved in doing this, and I know something good is going to come out of it. So those are just a couple of my strengths. My weaknesses for this week. So I've been touching on acceptance. I have started to realize that I want more, or I expect so much from man, and not just from a man. I mean like humans, like wanting validation and wanting to feel accepted and wanting to know that someone cares. And it's been hard for me. I catch myself wondering if they really mean what they say, or wondering if, do you really care? Or do you really love me? Like, and that's something that is not their fault. It's mine. You know, it's me doubting other people, but also putting my trust in the wrong people. And when I say that, I mean, no, they might have not done me wrong, but I don't need to be expecting so much when I have God. I need to start expecting that if this person's supposed to be in my life, God will show me. Because everybody has a season, and there's a reason that people are brought into your life. If it's to bring the best out of you, and then they leave, or for you to see a side of a person that that's not supposed to be in your life. So there's always a reason for someone to be in your life, and I mean this on every aspect of my life, as far as friendships, personal relationships. I have been longing for something that I shouldn't want, or that I don't need right now. Let's say that. I know that I deserve the best in life because I'm God's child. And I have to accept that God is going to work things out on His time. And I need to be patient. That is a weakness of mine, is patience, and always anxious. And so I say that as a weakness because it can be fixed. I just have to pray for it, and I have to really want it. When you start to really know that what you're praying for and you truly mean it, I feel like God gives you just this type of peace. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you just get this certain peace over you after you've, casted your cares on God. Like, I really believe it. My main goal for next week is to basically refocus on what's important in my life, and to stay in line with God's word, and to not try to battle with it, alter it for what I want or what my desires is, because it's not about me. Like I said in the beginning of the video, at the end of the day, God gets the glory. We might try to fight it, but He does. He's going to allow us to make the choices that we want to make. But of course, especially if you are God's child, He is going to put you right back on the path after you've done every other thing besides what He said to do. You're going to eventually get back on the path. Now, when you do, you're going to realize, I was doing all that stuff, and for what? At the end of the day, trust me, at the end of the day, God's going to get the glory. I'm here to tell you all, the goal for this week is that we refocus on what's important. So, next week is starting on, I think it's been, the 5th week almost? Or the 4th week I think it's the 5th week that I have done a post. So, yeah, it'll be the 5th week. So, I'm really excited. Please, feedback, as I appreciate it all, good and bad. It tells me what I need to work on, as well as what you all would like to hear. Text, call, if you know my number. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Just, I want you all to know that I wish you all many blessings, and let's just make sure that we refocus on what's important.